Coming up, I avoid a mental breakdown. I pay attention to everything that's happening in the fifth round of the competition? Is this round 5? Not important right now. And after several rough episodes, I level up my power of positive thinking. Why did I say things were looking up? They're never looking up. Of course they're not looking up. Hello and welcome back to our playthrough of Gran Turismo 3 on the PS2. It's day 173 and there's just over 74,000 credits in the bank, and my god does it feel good saying that. In fact, we've come out a bit of a rough patch, and the key takeaway from the last episode was we were able to say auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, adios, fuckity bye to all new Beetles in our garage. It's okay. You can come out now. We're done. So yeah, I'm slightly happy about that, I don't know if you can tell. But also I'm happy because we've got a solution for the issue I mentioned at the start of the last episode, which, in case you missed it, I play this series on a launch day fat PS3. It's been a loyal servant, but it is slowly starting to die. And the thing is, later in the playthrough there's going to be endurance races, there's going to be, as Keith EP pointed out, some full-length races as well. And we're only, 15% through the game, if that? I'm concerned that I'm going to get deep into this game and it's going to die on me and we'll lose all our progress. So, the good news is I found a way to get this save file onto a PC and working inside the emulator PCSX2. I took it from the save file from the end of the last episode, got it working, tested it, perfect. We are good to go on that front. And I'm going to stick with controller for the playthrough because that's how I started it and I might as well finish it that way for consistency, make it feel like it's unbroken, we're just literally passing the baton as it were and carrying on without changes. Might give the wheel and pedals a try in some arcade races for a bit of fun, but on Gran Turismo mode we'll stick with the controller. And yeah, this will be the last episode to be recorded of this series anyway on my launch day PS3. So let's give it a good send-off. So, let's get on with it. We're in the Lancer once again, and at the end of the last episode we started looking at doing the Japanese Car Championship. As you can see, varying results. Tokyo R264 normal version, silver, but the reverse, we came 4th, and our competition seemed a little bit stiffer. Now, I could put some more upgrades in, I could just give the championship a try and see how we do. I think both are valid options, but between the end of the last episode and now I had an idea, and that's before I start upping the capabilities of the Lancer for the Amateur League. What about this? Because, as we've established, the GT World Championship in the Beginner League is all rally cars, and the Lancer, I mean, it's not the rally car version, but it's a rally car in spirit, and it's got some upgrades in. Could it actually dance with these fools? I don't know why I worded it that way. You know what I mean? I think it could be good enough in this competition. So, before we do the Amateur League, I'm going to take a little bit of a detour. I want to try one of the races from here. Maybe not Super Speedway. Should we do... Let's do Tokyo again, because actually we saw what it was like in the last episode when we raced at Tokyo against the other cars in the Japanese Car Championship. Let's see what it's like against the rally cars here. I think we might have a chance, and if we do, today the plan might change slightly. And we might be looking at trying to do the 10-race Gran Turismo World Championship in the Beginner League. So, all rally cars. No Lancer rally car. 2 Imprezas though. Let's see. This could be... I could be way off, and we may have to pivot back to what we were doing originally. But I just have a feeling this car's going to be good enough. Obviously four-wheel drive's good off the line. Dear. Okay, I didn't take turn one well, but I felt they were quite sluggish into turn one. Right, let's see how this goes. So, sorry. Talking about a return to the tidy era in the last episode, and it's not really happened at the start of this episode. Come on now. It's a very tightly bunched field. No one really running away with it. But in fourth and fifth gear, in the well, I should be a bit thinner now. Ouch. In a straight line, that was starting to look like we were overtaking people. Sent from space there on one of the Imprezas. But we're into the top three. We've just got a Focus rally car and a Corolla rally car ahead of us. We might lead by the end of lap one despite all that. Unbelievable. It's good enough. I mean, okay, we're definitely being bailed out at the top end in a straight line. So Tokyo might be one of the tracks that's kind of more in our favour. Because as you saw, we struggled for most of the first lap. But I think this is worth trying, you know. Again, well, this is a good chance for us to open out that gap. I'm not admittedly driving well so far, so if I was driving better as well, we'd be doing even better. Which seems like a very obvious thing to say, but it's because it is. Sorry. That was awful though, come on now. And yet, despite all that, despite driving pretty poorly, I would say, we're going to win. I think this might be the perfect way to send off my fat launch day PS3. Let's see if we can win the GT World Championship in the Beginner League. It may be this particular track's giving me a false sense of hope, but we can mix it with them. I think we should do it, and I'm the only one here at the minute, so we're going to do it. So let's change the oil before we start, because it is a 10 race event. So we have Super Speedway, Trial Mountain, Midfield Raceway, Laguna Seca, Seattle, Special Stage Route 11, Apricot Hill, Trial Mountain Reverse, and Grand Valley Speedway. Only the one reverse in here, and only the one repeat track. Okay. I had the idea very shortly after I stopped filming the last episode and just thought, oh, it's basically a rally car, it's got some upgrades in, it might be good enough. And usually, rally cars are set up for acceleration and don't have the top end as much. And that seems to be true. Okay, this is good. This could, even if we don't win this is going to help us with getting some money up again. And when we need upgrades for the amateur league or need to buy cars, we're going to have some money in the bank. So we're going to get cash every single race. Awesome. Okay. GT World Championship, here we go. So I don't need to do any messing about with gear ratios this time. In fact, I don't think there's any settings I need to do before this. Oh, I meant to look and check what the damper settings were. I meant to do that and write it down in my little notebook. It's what it's for. Fine, we'll go without. Yeah, nothing else to mess with. All good. So our opponents are... Oh, okay, that car in first place immediately worries me. What is the SUPERAUTOBACS Apex? If this is just going to gap us now for 10 races, I'm going to be so pissed off. Fine, let's see what happens. So, we've just won here. We will get a good feel for our opposition. So that SUPERAUTOBACS is immediately off into the lead, and I don't like that. That doesn't look much like a rally car. Let's see if we can stay with it. Much better start to this race, up the inside of the Focus. Definitely got the measure in terms of handling. What are you, sir? It's an MR... Well, it's not an MR2, but it's a Toyota MR something. So that's interesting. But I think it's beatable. Still not having the best time. We're going to stick it round the outside, roll it through down the inside. Beautiful. I'll tell you what, I think our car, oh, he says going wide into the corner, is better both through the corners and on the straights at the top end. So that's good. I was worried for a moment then. I was worried we were about to suddenly see that Toyota 7 seconds in front and gone. But no, this is okay. Putting those sports brakes to good use. This Evo is going to be so invaluable going forward. Japanese car competition. It will get upgraded enough to be good enough for the four-wheel drive competition. And it might even be good enough to do actual rallying as well when we get to there. Although I'm not having the best start. I'm slightly bumper carring my way around Tokyo. Only a second, less than a second in fact, between us and second place, so let's... Oh, whoa! He suddenly came back. Let's definitely keep it together for these final few corners. He says doing something. Yeah, it was a dummy. It's a dummy into that corner. Properly fooled him. I'm in his head. But we do hang on. Okay. Well, we knew we could win that. And even with our additional unknown opponent, we have won it by just under a second. So, the two focuses then following up, the Impreza last. It's a shame, I was hoping for a bit of a rivalry between Mitsubishi, Subaru, Lancer versus Impreza, but I suppose we're going to take on the Toyota in this one, which is fine. Good start. Up next it's Super Speedway, and I think we should be fine there as well. I think really the tracks after that are going to be the most interesting ones, because they're twistier. But like I say, I think we've got the handling. I think we might be okay. Sorry, I'm overthinking this because the last few episodes have been the worst. Just been awful. And it feels weird being on the cusp of feeling like things might be going like fine. Like this might be fine. Okie dokie. I think we've got this one. I think this is going to give us a nice starting cushion. It's a 10-race season, so it could all go very pear-shaped after this, but I reckon once we get up to speed, we got him. To the inside of the Toyota, to the inside of the Focus. Understeer into this one. Oh, but we've not reeled him in. Oh, okay. Maybe not quite. See, again, as soon as we get into the straight line, we're okay. I think we're okay through one. I don't think we're carrying quite as much speed through. Oh, we are struggling with understeer a little bit. That is scrubbing off our speed. Oh god, oh that's awful. But we do hold on to second. Impreza now's coming back at us, of course, because that's what always happens when I smack talk an opponent. They immediately start being good. They somehow hear me. Oh, and he's going to come around the outside of us. Right, we've got to stay in second at the very least, so we'll be level on points. Right, let's see if we can take this final corner a little bit better. Much better run into the final corner. It's coming into the final lap. We've managed to at least get a gap to the cars behind us. Still a second to the SUPERAUTOBACS up ahead. don't think we're going to get any closer to them. Oh, Focus is coming back at us. To the inside. Oh, we do. We do close the gap a bit. Or maybe if I'd gotten it right on the first couple of laps, we'd have been closer. Oh, okay. Bit of humble pie there. I thought that was going to be quite easy. So, the SUPERAUTOBACS. I'm just going to call it the MRS. Let's go. I can't stop. Keep calling it that. It's shot. It takes it by a second from us. Bit of a mix-up behind us. The Focus Rally car's losing out. Meaning, joint leaders on 16 points, and then a gap of 9 points back to one of the Focus Rally cars. The Imprets are getting in the mix. Okay. We're not going to have it all our own way. Which is a shame. But it's also quite good, because let's have a fight. Let's have a proper close fight across this season. I would still like to one and done it, because it's a 10 race season, and obviously doing these multiple times, that's going to take some time. But here we go. Off to Trial Mountain. Not fully sure how we're going to do after those first two, the mix of those first two races. So forgive me if I start to concentrate. It's the wall of cars ahead of us. To get up there quickly as I strike what I always call the mountain eye. Oh shit! And I do what they usually do, what the AI usually does in the beginner league. And the SUPERAUTOBACS is going to absolutely fly away. Oh, this could be an issue because in other championships our opponents have off days. I don't feel like this guy's going to have one. We've got to at least get ourselves back up to second. We don't have long to do it. That's not the best line through there, admittedly, despite the end result being quite good. Oh god. Yep, door to door. With the Impreza. Maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew here. Oh no. Why did I say things were looking up? Why did... They're never looking up. Of course they're not looking up. Oh god, the understeer is awful. Need to try and take some places. This isn't good. Awful driving. awful driving. Damn. I need to find those suspension settings. I think I need them. Shit. Okay, so the gap is 8 points to the SUPERAUTOBACS. We are still second. Whoops. Money's going up though, so that's good. Okay, so I found the settings that we used on the AE86 from Jose 21 Crisis. So, I mean, the AE86 does handle slightly differently. So I might be making changes that make this car worse. So, dampers. Add a couple of clicks of front damper to make it more stable, but stability's not the issue. I'm getting understeer. So do I lower the front damper instead? Let's just do... We might have to do a bit of trial and error here. I'm just going to do what I did in the AE86, and then we'll adjust from there. So, camber... that's what it was for the Terreno. Let's see, and if it doesn't help, we'll tweak from there. But the understeer is hurting me. I'm also hurting me because I'm pants, but there's nothing I can do about that. Just get good, mate. Not like I've been playing this game for longer enough. Okay, midfield raceway. I have done quite well traditionally in midfield. Although I did just press the back button instead of downshifting. So that's cool. Forget that. Got a nice run of sweeping corners to try and get on the back of them. Ooh, there's no space there. I'm afraid I'm already there, sir. Bit of understeer again. Does feel slightly better. Focus coming back at us. Oh, you little bastard. You can't just move in front of me then slam the brakes on. Certified rubbing his racing moment there. Oh, come on, power, power, power. Try and get us up to the top two. We can't let the lead grow. I know we've still got a little bit of time left to pick up some points, but I don't want to give ourselves a mountain to climb. The thing that is saving me is the top end at the minute. Focus is coming back at me. Damn, we're not even going to get second again. And we're starting to actually get sucked into a fight for second. with the focus. Damn. Okay. So the gap is now going to be over 10 points to the MRS. Oh, it needs to start coming good. That was a much better performance. I think we can all agree on that. 14 points now. There's just 3 between us and the Focus rally car. Okay. Car felt better, I think. So let's stick with those settings for now. And just work on me. So Laguna Seca next. Oh, this should be fun. Look, if we don't win this championship, it just proves we're going to need to put in upgrades. Because we need it for this and the Japanese car competition. We're not out of it yet, though. Let's see what we can do. In the fifth round of the competition? Is this round 5? Not important right now. Let's see if we can get past the Corolla. Nope. We're going to start struggling to get into second at this rate. I'm sending it from space though. And it wasn't actually half bad. That was pretty good. 3 seconds to the leader. So usually it happens where one car isn't always winning in your absence. They do fight with each other, but at the minute, that MRS is just too consistent, which has never been something you can claim I've been. Bloody Focus is going to get into second ahead of us, which I don't like. We've got a Focus now attacking us from behind. This isn't fair. There's 2 of them. You know, I need to make use of my sports brakes a little bit better, and I kind of did. No, sir. God damn it. Oh, I've got a great idea. I think we'll be good enough to do the GG. What a twat. Just utter twattery. Stick with the plan that you had, instead of pivoting to this because you had a bright idea. Don't just test on Tokyo. It's not representative. Okay, fine. It's fine. The gap is only 20 points. There's 1 point between us and the focus. Bleak stuff if he's going to win or be second in every race. There's got to be some races that throw things a little bit off kilter. Surely he's not going to be up there every single time, right? Please welcome to the series Max Verstappen, everybody. Okay. Seattle. We've had a bit of a love-hate relationship with Seattle. Let's see what we can do this time around. I need to lean on these sports brakes a bit more, I think, as well, because they can stop later than these. The MRS is already off. Fuck's sake. Have I just been really unlucky with the inclusion of this MRS? Because if it was actually like we had in the test race, a couple of Imprezas, they would have been trading places with us. And actually, it would have been a much closer fight all the way through. Instead, we've got a Toyota that I'm sure isn't a rally car. You tricked me, Gran Turismo 3. You little bastard. See there again. Oh crap! The ability to brake a little bit later in the heavier braking zones. Oh, again, that was poorly driven though, that section. There we go, I can take that final corner quite nicely compared to these. I think we can still grab second. The MRS is gone. What am I doing? How am I driving this car? I love this car. I feel like I've got this, like the taint, the horrible stench of Beetle all over me still. Come on. You like this car. You can drive this car. What is wrong with you? Okay, maybe I can't brake as late as that. Come on! Come on! No, we're going to take fourth. What is it even doing here? She doesn't even go here. Like, what the... Okay. You fucking screwed me over, game. This is not playing fair. There were two Imprezas we'd all be mixing it together, and I'd have a chance at winning this, and it would be a great fight. But no, you little smeghead. It's fine. How many times do I have to say it? I'm a cool dude. I've got this. So, what is the gap between us now? 27 points. And there's 7, 8, 9, 10. 40 points left. It's almost over. I feel like the goal is to finish second ahead of the other Focus Rally car. We've dropped to third in the standings. I feel like this MRS is going to absolutely cheese it away around here. Okay. Down towards the first braking zone we go. That was a bit on edge, that first move, but late on the brakes to this one. No, too shallow of an angle. Trying to carry too much speed through. We're up into second. Now we've got a clear bit of track. Can we? Not like that. Try and reel in this stupid fuck Toyota that I've never heard of until today. I knew I had a bad feeling about this car when I saw it in the list. So there's a nice long straight where we can shut the gap a little bit, but I don't think we're going to get up to it. 4.5 seconds. Let's see what we can take out of this thing in the second lap. Ooh, that was nice. I've lost half a second. Cool. Good positive reinforcement there. Definitely leaving the rest of the field behind, but oh my word. I would say this has been my best driven race so far. Not perfect, but best driven. Some really nice corners. We can definitely apply the word tidy to many of them. And as you can see, comfortably ahead of the rest of the field. But that car ahead is just... I've not driven super well throughout this competition, but we've been unlucky with the presence of that car. And I don't think there's much I can do about it on a lot of these courses. If there's another Impreza there instead of it, or another Toyota, say Toyota, Celica rally car, not that piece of shit. I think we have a nice close battle for this title and we can win it. Otherwise, it's 31 clear. And I believe there are 3 races left, so it's already won. We have 100,000 though in the bank, which is nice. I'm quite happy about that. It's the only thing I'm happy about, sadly. On we go. Apricot Hill Raceway. The goal is second. Let's finish second in this competition. It's good to earn a little bit of money. We also understand what we need to win this competition. And I think in reality it is a bit of luck with the lineup. And actually we could win it as is with this car. Knowing my luck, I'll upgrade it to beat the Japanese car competition. And then come to do this competition again, and it's just rally cars, and I beat everyone easily. I suppose I could take those upgrades out, though, whatever they may be. Too busy thinking about the future. And through that corner, that left-hander, I just roasted my engine to pieces. Sod off, pal, please. This is not going to do as much good in that fight per second, though. See what the gap to the leader is. About 4 seconds. Oh no, just the 7. Shit. When we tested the 4-wheel drive race in the amateur league, that was at the reverse of this circuit. We struggled there as well. So the car not particularly good at this circuit, it seems, or the driver. Sure. Good lord, where are we going? Didn't even look like we were going to come anywhere near anywhere but 5th then. Okay, so we're going to have some work to do to even finish second in this competition. Let's see what the points do look like. Well, SUPERAUTOBACS has won everything apart from the first race. We are 3 points behind the Focus Rally car now. Still doable. We can do it. Let's get the money in. Take the money and run. This is fine. I'm fine with this. I'm cool. I'm a chill guy. Don't know if I've mentioned that before. I'm a chill guy. So, this chill guy is about to do Trial Mountain Reverse, which we've done a lot of Trial Mountain in the Beginner League in the race so far. Reverse, not as much. This should be fun. By which I mean we're going to get tanked again. Heavy braking zone. Come on, I need the speed to kick in. Oh, good lord. Yep, that is me absolutely overestimating my lovely sports brakes. Get... No. Off. Who was asking for my pain in the comments of the one of the previous episodes? Banshee. You got it, baby. The pain's back. Okay, we've only got one more race to do after this, and then we can run and hide. Ignore that, it's fine. Let's see if we can get ahead of someone. Come on. What are we doing? No, it's not we. What am I doing? That was awful. That was just bad. We're gonna come last. Cool. This is what I get for saying things are looking up. That's why you can never say things are looking up. Because if you ever say things are looking up, even if they were looking up, they'll stop looking up. Thinking of getting into motivational speaking. Okay. So the gap is 8 points to the Focus Rally. So basically we are just trying to hang on for third now. I just need to take the money and get out now. There's no point. No point in getting all het up about this. It's not worth it. So, off to a track that we've done quite well at recently in a car that won't be named. Grand Valley Speedway. Can we finish strong at least? Lent on. Screw you, pal. Quite a long straight coming up. So we may be in the braking zone to have a look at one of the Ford Focuses. We're not, because it feels like whatever advantage we had at Tokyo has just disappeared. Have they been getting like mid-season upgrades and I haven't? What the hell? It just doesn't even feel as competitive anymore. Now this finale is 3 laps. Good, I've clocked that. Well, both Fords shuffle their way through. Why did you brake there, sir? You can hit me back all you like. That was ridiculous. Yeah, and you, pal. Turns out the rivalry between the Impreza and the Lancer is alive and... Oh, you little dive-bombing shitbag. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't see you there. Come on! Oh, that's a shame, innit? Oh dear. Oh, and the Impreza's just gone wide of its own accord. Maybe trying to have a little dive bomb. Have a little ram. Not this time. Okay. One more lap to go and the championship is done and we will finish 3rd. Don't think we're going to get up to these focuses, personally. Oh, okay, we'll take a 4th, we'll take a bit more money, we'll take 3rd overall. That did not go to plan. And God, it feels like a very different experience from the first race we did back in Tokyo. It almost feels like the car isn't even as good by the end of it now. So actually I even question, without the MRS, would I have actually won it? I probably would have lost, but just by a closer margin. Maybe picked up a couple more wins. But wow. So upgrades are still needed for this. Let's get confirmation. We finish 3rd overall with 41 points. Over double our score for the MRS, and almost over double 2nd place as well. So no one was ever getting that. But the fact that I've not finished 2nd probably still says a lot. Over 100,000 in the bank. That is good. As positive stuff, because we're going to need to put upgrades in the car. And that's cool. So, we did a win, 2nd place, 5th, 2 thirds, a 4th and a 2nd, and then it did just take a nosedive off a very sharp cliff at the end. So, yeah, we're going to need some upgrades. Out of interest, 10 races in a row. We've changed the oil at the start, and that is quite murky. The oil light didn't come on, but that did some damage. It took its toll, but fine. So we're going to need upgrades for both this and, I reckon, in Japan. Because I think there's going to be cars in there. It is slightly line-up dependent, but there's going to be cars in there that will just beat us. Even in the one we came 2nd in, I don't think I would have been able to catch that NSX. And that was when I was driving well. So, I think some improvements are required. For me, to help with the balance, it's one of my faves to do. Let's go lightweight stage 2. We've got racing tyres on it. We've got, sorry, not racing tyres, sports tyres on it. And we've got sports brakes. I think it needs a little bit of power. It needs a bit of oomph. So I think the turbo kit's going to be quite a lot. But a racing intercooler, that might be quite good. That's a chunk of change, I think you'll find. What does that mean? There's more brake horsepower going in the car. That's what I meant it when I said it. But it doesn't mean that. Okay. Shall we see, in one of the races we've just absolutely bombed at, if that makes things any better? So he was 6th at Trial Mountain 2. It's got the biggest room for improvement. Let's see. And good, the Autobacks is there. We've got an Escort rally car with us as well, which is cool. Currently playing through Colin McRae Rally offline in my own time, using an Escort rally car. Maybe that Escort rally car. And immediately, we're right with them a lot quicker. That's cool. Tommy Mackinnon, a fellow Lancer. Hello there, sir. And immediately feeling the benefits of the weight reduction, because it feels a bit more poised. And we are now chasing our fellow Lancer. Oh, I should have carried more speed through there. Although the Focus behind me did just absolutely careen into the wall. Bad. A bit of a snap there. Our fellow Lancer has the measure of us. Okay, big improvement. Turns out the Lancer can beat us as well, even though we're also a Lancer. Okay, it's better. I think this is kind of like that Mitsubishi, was it 3000 GT in the naturally aspirated competition, that if it showed up, there's no point racing it. And at Special Stage Route 11, it just took off. When it's not there, we've got a chance. And it's the same with this MRS. We need the MRS to not be there, because it's just head and shoulders above everyone else. As you saw, we didn't come second, but we were much closer to the front. And I think when it's just all rally cars, we could stand a chance at winning that competition. I don't just want to throw loads of upgrades in it. So, and I know it's done in certain playthroughs, especially in speedruns of this game as well. It's about working it so you get a lineup that suits you. I try to just beat whoever's in front of us, but there might be some exceptions. That 3000 GT was like 7 seconds clear of us, so that was one. And this might be another, because that's just insane. Yeah. Or you just have a better car, and you have essentially a 1v1 out the front with this other car. But positives. We've gained money despite upgrading the car. I wonder now how good things will be here. It's very near the end of the episode, so let's do another test. I know I said don't test at Tokyo because it's not representative, but I've already raced at Tokyo, so we can compare it at least to our previous result. Can we do better than 4th? Are we closer to the front? And is it the lineup of cars? Are we about to have a lineup that doesn't completely screw us over? Let's see. Okay, great start. Sorry. I've had a bit of a stressful day. I hope you'll forgive me. Well, instantly, we're up the front. Oh dear! I slightly followed the RX-7 there. What happened to the tidy era? That was short-lived, wasn't it? I didn't even realise he was there. That wasn't aggressive blocking, that was just complete obliviousness. Side of the final corner. So, similarly, this is like how it was when we went racing in the regular version of Tokyo R264, 246. 369, the Goose Track Wine, because again, it's just one car this time that I think is just out of our reach. So I think it does need a touch more in it. It is a shame it's slightly designed this way. I wish it was a case that the whole field was the field spread was a bit closer together. You know what I mean? Like, obviously you've got your two quicker cars that you've got to chase down. But I wish it wasn't that there was the case that it was just one or two that is just clearly so far much better than the rest of the field. Because it kind of makes the rest of the field irrelevant. and you are just gunning for this one car. I understand that, you know, when you're going for a win, you are typically going for the first. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I feel like the point made sense at the beginning, and now I've talked myself out of it. It would just be nice if everyone was involved in this fight, or that it was a bit of a closer fight across the field, with a closer field spread, rather than that guy's just off in front, and as you can see from the gaps now as we're on the main straight, I'm in a bit of a no man's land. There's one off the back. The only real battles are like 3rd to 5th. This is it, and I'm just going to have to upgrade the car so it's good enough to take on this Mazda. Very respectable gap. Quite a good final lap, it has to be said. I feel like we have reeled them in slightly. Oh, flat thumb again. I mean, that's a damn sight better than being like 13 seconds off the front two. So that's good. Okay. I think we just need a touch more in it. Just a little bit more. So what other power can we put in? Engine and exhaust. Exhaust air cleaner racing. Another 30 brake horsepower. Nearly 400 bhp. Is that going to be too much? Port polish. What's cheaper? I mean, that's cheaper and gives you more bang for your buck. I'd be stupid not to. In goes the muffler. Right. We just are going to squeeze in what may be our longest episode yet. But as a goodbye to playing this on the launch PS3, one more go and see if it puts us in range. Which means the start of the next episode would be what I was going to do this, what the original plan was for this episode, which was do this competition. Me and my bright ideas. What a smart guy I am. Didn't even check if the RX-7 is here. Doesn't look like it is. It's just going to be completely unrepresentative. We're going to absolutely charge down into the lead into turn 1. I've gone too far the other way, haven't I? But the RX-7 isn't here. Oh, hang on. Maybe I spoke too soon. My fellow Mitsubishi is packing heat. But again, at the top end, now we've got the oomph. This is a good first lap so far. Not the best final corner. Okay, we got power. We got power in spades. Might take the racing chip out, so it's a bit of a closer fight. But then again, I'm beating the field, but I'm going to double check at the end. Is the RX-7 that was so good even here? I don't think it is. Or at least not the version of the RX-7 that was gapping everyone, because we did a race against an RX-7 in the normal version of Tokyo R473. Yes, I'm just putting random numbers in there now, because for some reason I can't remember 246. You know what I'm talking about. Yes, in the original version race, we quite easily beat an RX-7, I'm sure. So maybe if the RX-7 is here, it's just not that particular version that's gapping everyone. I do need to pay attention though, because I feel like I'm not pulling away massively from everyone. Good Lord, sometimes I put way too much faith in my sports brakes. But get his rallying credentials out. Why not? Okay, I think this pretty much, regardless of whether there's an RX-7 here or not, I think this decides it. I'm going to do the championship of this to start the next episode. And to be fair, it's not, I'm gonna end the episode with more money than I started with. So that's a net positive. Yes, my plan for the episode, as a send-off for the use of the FAT Launch Day PS3 in this series, hasn't gone to plan. But that's fine. We've improved the Evo, which is an important car that we're going to use for many more competitions. so that's not a bad thing. Financial gain, and we're in a position to try and win another competition. Potentially our first in the Amateur League. In fact, this is going to be our first race win in the Amateur League. I think it is. Progress. Ignore the fact that the majority of the last 90 minutes has been me getting tortured by a Toyota that shouldn't even have been there, and I maintain that. Shouldn't have been there. No RX-7. Still might get absolutely dicked then in the competition. I don't care. I don't care. Next episode, we are starting with this very competition. And that next episode will be the first one to take place on the emulator. Thank you. Thank you, large PS3, who I've had since launch day. You will still be using other videos for this channel, but for this playthrough, you may rest. Next time will be on the emulator. Probably, hopefully, won't be that much of a difference. Maybe a minor graphical improvement, I would hope. Other than that, we'll pick up where we left off. We've completed 15% of the game exactly now, with a win ratio of 38%. We end on day 178 with just under 100 grand. So we've made money. That's good. We know that if we get the right lineup, we could have a run at the GT World Championship in the Lancer. I think we could have a run at the Japanese car competition in the Lancer, and that's how we'll start the next episode, even though that's how we're supposed to start this episode. But don't worry about that. Progress being made, and I'm very happy about it, and I hope you are too. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate everyone who put in their comments after, last couple of episodes, in fact, asking for your feedback. I really do appreciate it. It's not the biggest series on the channel, but I feel like for the people that do watch it, you guys really like this one, and I really enjoy doing it. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, especially if you've got to this point, as always. And I will see you for another episode very soon. Thank you very much.